More than 17 million Britons voted for their kingdom to leave the European Union in the summer of 2016. Brexit has officially been completed since the beginning of this year. Many voters still hold on to their opinion that this separation is best for their country. Coupled with the consequences of the Corona pandemic, the Brexit hit the UK economy hard though. One of the election promises of the Leave campaign was economic independence from Brussels. The EU had been accused of unnecessary bureaucracy. With Brexit, you will regain complete sovereignty and strengthen the government in Westminster, they said. In practice, however, Brexit looks very different. For 2 decades, the London company DH Foods had been able to export pork to the EU without customs controls. Now 53 tons are rotting in the port of Rotterdam. Incorrectly completed documents mean for owner Tony Dale that the contents of 5 containers must be destroyed. It's a new game and we have to learn the rules, he told the New York Times, for example. We have to double and triple check every single document, he says. The mussel fisherman James Wilson exported almost exclusively to the EU as his products were rather unpopular in Great Britain. After Brexit, he complains that he was excluded from his only market. Under EU rules, live mussels can only be imported from outside the European bloc if they are caught in waters of the highest quality. The Menai Strait in North Wales does not meet these criteria. It was as if someone unexpectedly kicked your knee between your legs, he said to the New York Times. Several hundred tons, which would otherwise have brought in around 160,000 euros, are now in the dirt, he says. It's not worth processing them, says Wilson. It is similar to a cheesemaker from the county of Somerset. He cannot export his products due to the lack of health certificates. Applying for such certificates to be issued is far too expensive. It would often take days for the bureaucracy to be resolved. Until then, the products, mostly food, are often no longer available. According to the trade agreement that the UK and the EU signed in late 2020, no punitive tariffs will be imposed on British imports. However, the regulatory hurdles are high, like with any other third country. Health and safety checks, import taxes, and general processing mean further burdens for the economy, which is already ailing from Corona. About half of all trucks that transport goods from Calais to Dover now return empty, reports the New York Times. Boris Johnson attributes the very successful start of the vaccination campaign in Great Britain to the separation from the EU. The Prime Minister describes the resulting economic problems as teething trouble that would subside as soon as companies master the intricacies. The head of government continues to encourage the companies. In view of the precarious situation, they seem to need financial help above all. Last year, economic output in Great Britain fell by around 10%, as much as it was last in the millennium winter of 1709. The economist Dr. Miata Van Boulay assumes that the slow response to the corona pandemic and Brexit together result in a perfect storm of economic suffering. Almost 2/3 of small and medium-sized manufacturing companies in the UK are now suffering from increased import costs for components, according to a survey by the Southwest Manufacturing Advisory Service, which is due to be published today. When I'm filming this, yesterday when you see this. Money transactions are also much less fluid. Many companies left London before the final Brexit for EU financial centres such as Paris, Dublin or Frankfurt or Amsterdam, as we heard now. You could see this car accident approaching in slow motion, said economist William White to the New York Times. Most of the big companies, as well as national and European regulators, have worked hard on it over the past 4.5 years. Shares worth 6 billion euros are no longer traded in London, but in the EU, in Amsterdam. We will have to live with Brexit for the rest of our lives, explains economist Jeremy Thompson Cook. The coronavirus is an acute condition. Brexit is chronic. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel and to my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.